Next up at UFC London, we have Lerone Murphy taking on Josh Culibao. This is a great fight. Almost two undefeated guys. Lerone Murphy is undefeated at 12-0. He's 4-0-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that decision win over Gabriel Santos. He's taking on Josh Culibao, 11-1. 3-1-1 in his last 5. He's coming out of that submission win over Melsik Bagdasaryan. Lerone Murphy, very good striker. He moves incredibly well. He's got a ton of power. He's going to light up your body, completely step out of the pocket, move away, and come back for some more. His footwork is very good. He's dangerous on his feet. His takedown defense is pretty low at 37%, but if you actually watch, I was surprised that it was 37% because actually watching him defend takedowns, he actually seems like he's got some pretty solid scramble skills. He'll work his way back up. He doesn't really accept bottom. He was taken down 10 times in his last 2 fights. He still managed to get the win. Josh Culibao is a solid striker. He's aggressive. He's tough. He throws heat. He's always live for a knockout. He is willing to engage in sort of a dirty inside the pocket fight. He has no problem making it ugly, and you can see that with his negative striking differential. He has hit more than he hits his opponents. He's not much of a grappler, though. While he does have solid takedown defense at 82%, he is 0 for 4 in all of his takedown attempts in the UFC. I mentioned he's coming off that win over Melsik Bagdasaryan. He dropped that dude. You're going to see submission. He dropped him, and he just pounced on him like a cat.
He didn't drop him. He fucking slipped.
He dropped that dude.
He literally didn't even... Fucking Melsik just slipped.
He dropped that dude. It was credited with a knockdown. Credited with a knockdown. He just slipped.
He didn't get credit with a knockdown.
Of course he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. He just slipped.
Okay, well, take it up with the commission. Any other outlandish, incorrect things you just want to throw out there? Like it's no big deal?
I don't know. I'd like to kind of fix your
attitude.
He
actually did not. I should change my attitude. He did not get credited with the knockdown, but I watched that fight and I wrote down the notes that he was knocked down. So I considered it a knockdown.
Well, there's the alcohol again. Whoa! 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 I remember that moment. Whoa!
He did it.
Knockdown!
Well, anyway, even though Josh got the knockdown in his last fight, I'm liking Lerone Murphy here. His striking super fluid. He's got a ton of power. Josh gets hit very often, as we've seen in the stats. Not only does Lerone have fight-ending power, the judges love him. This dude is taken down over and over and over again 11 times. He's getting wins. He's getting draws. Anybody else getting taken down as often as Lerone Murphy is, they're not winning those fights. And the judges are just loving how busy he is, loving how fluid he is on his feet, how dangerous he's looking on his feet, and they don't care about the takedowns, especially because Lerone's working instantly. I think he's going to be a better striker. I think he's going to be more powerful. Josh, obviously, super dangerous, super live, but I think Lerone gets it done. I have a half a unit bet on him at minus 145. You're going to get a discount on that at minus 130. I know you're on the other side of this, Jakey boy. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, when I was breaking down this fight, I agree with everything you said about Lerone Murphy. I think he is the better overall fighter in this matchup. He's got good takedown or he's got decent. I saw the same thing you saw. It looks like he's got good takedown defense, but he was taken down. But he's got good striking. And when I was breaking down this film, I honestly thought that Lerone Murphy was gonna be like minus 200. The undefeated fighter should be the better fighter in this match. But I understand that Culibao is a tough guy, but the biggest red flag is Lerone getting taken down. And as you mentioned, Josh isn't really a grappler. So it's going to be a mostly striking matchup, and Lerone should be the better striker. So I actually thought that I was going to get really good value on Culibao because I believe he is like, and not really in the wrestling, but maybe you saw a little bit in the scrambling ability against Melsik because he did jump on that neck really, really quickly. To me, he seems like the Brandon Royval of the featherweight division. What Brandon Royval does the best more than anything is he's just opportunistic, right? He's not doing anything to do it, but he's just kind of flowing with the fight. And when something pops up, either a shot or a submission or something weird happened, it always seems like Brandon Royval is on the right side of those positions, on the right side of those strikes. And when you watch Lerone Murphy fight, he lost that last fight. I have no idea how he won that decision. It was mostly because of the wrestling, but there were some striking exchanges too where you saw the opportunities there. You saw how the shots can land. You saw the scrambles, him losing those scrambles. So Josh Culibao being a very, very tough dude, a very durable guy who is an opportunistic fighter, I just feel like he's going to find that moment. That moment is going to present itself, and maybe there's some, if you believe in a karma situation, I think Lerone Murphy definitely lost that last fight. There could be a little bit of a karma situation where he loses this one because of it. I'm going with Josh Culibao here. I actually did put some action on him, plus 120 or something like that. But I'm on Culibao here. I think that he just finds that moment, which is a stupid thing in a fight breakdown because I'm saying the better fighter. I'm betting against who I believe the better fighter is, but I just have watched enough Lerone Murphy fights where I'm just like, it feels like he's almost due to lose, right? There's just too many opportunities, and I think Culibao is going to capitalize.
So you think Culibao wins, but not enough to make him your lock of the week? I'm not being an asshole. That's a genuine statement.
If I want to be boring, he was. I mean, he was the first dog I bet on. He was going to be my lock of the week, and I was like, You're
like, fuck it now. I'm the fade god. Let him fade.
All right, we're gonna have some fun with it. I can't paint my face with Culibao.
Well, yeah, you could. That's a hate crime if you pay it to be one of these guys.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, I have to explain ethnic face paint to you.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm ready.
Actually, yeah, that would be helpful. It would help me avoid a lot of.
Of course, I know what you're talking about. Jesus.
Oh, thank God! I was really worried you didn't. Anyway, so we both agree Lerone Murphy's the better fighter. I just believe it enough to make him the pick and to bet on him. $8,800 in DraftKings. That's where it gets a little tricky because we're going to need a knockout from him. I'm going to look at his last couple of fights, see what he scored there before I make a decision in DraftKings. If he scores well in those fights, then he'll definitely score well in these because he's just taken down 10 times in 2 fights.
I can't imagine he scored well in those.
I can't either because it's really just lots of striking, no takedowns, no control, no knockdowns really. But Lerone's definitely going to be my pick. If you want to check out all of our bets, including the ones that Jacob just mentioned, he plays WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. It's only $10 a month. $10 a month. 10. That's $250 a week. $10 a month. WeWantPicks.com. Just click Become a Member.